Hey guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I'm doing a very interesting tumbler. If you are new here, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll know when I post new videos. So, as requested by a customer on my Facebook page, I am doing a nurse zombie tumbler. She said the bloodier the better, so we're going to make it super blood splattery. I found some really cute images on Etsy. I'm going to use as water slides. So what I did first, I came out here, it's been 24 hours. I base coated a 20-ounce tumbler from Maker Flow Crafts. I painted it white with Rust-Oleum, put some white glitter on there, did my first coat of epoxy. It's cured, it's nice and smooth. I have these, that printed out funny, so I printed another one. But I decided to do this really cute zombie nurse image. And then on the other side, I'm going to put the bloody hand. And then I'm going to show you guys how I do blood splatters. So if you've never worked with water slides before, I will put the water slide paper I use down in the description. I get it on Amazon, it's pretty inexpensive. What you do is you find a file on Etsy and you put it into your Cricut Design app and you just print it. I have a Epson printer. It's really old, it's nothing fancy. It was like 60 bucks from Walmart. Connects Wi-Fi to my phone, and I just print off whatever I have designed on my Cricut Design Space onto the water slide paper, print it out, let the ink dry, and then once the ink is dry, you want to coat it a couple times with a clear spray paint. I use Rust-Oleum, it's the same brand of spray paint I use. So you can tell, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but that sealant is still kind of wet. So I am going to let that dry for a couple more minutes and then show you the rest. Right, so for this next step, you're going to need everything you just printed out and sealed. You're going to need a container of water. This is pretty cold from my kitchen sink. And then this is a silicone squeegee. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them on some glitter sites. I know this is from Misty's Decal Shop. And what this is going to do is literally squeegee the water and bubbles out from underneath of the image once you put it on. And this is clear water slide paper, so I don't have to worry about cutting an exact outline of the image because everything that's not red here is going to show up clear. So you're not going to see this outline of the white. You're not going to see the background. So I'm not worried about cutting an exact outline of the image. I'm just cutting out some of the excess so there's not a huge amount to work with here. So I'm going to start with this one just because there's not any certain ones that you have to start with. I'm going to completely submerge it here. I'm completely submerging it in the water. It's going to curl whenever you put it in the water. I just like to kind of hold the edges down until it stops curling. And then as that is soaking, get you situated here. As that's soaking, I want to put some water on my tumbler where I plan on putting the image. I'm just kind of deciding as I go here. And this is going to help the water slide image slide onto the cup better. So you want to give it really depends on the water slide paper that you're using. You could do 30 seconds, you could do a couple minutes, but to check and see if it's ready, pull it out of the water and see how that slid off the backing there. That's how you know it's ready. So, let me get you a little bit closer here so you could really see. Get both of your hands wet. This is how I do it anyway. I get both my hands wet because if your dry skin touches that image, it's going to mess it up. Slide a little bit of the back off. Place it on your cup where you want it. And I am just sliding the back off of the image here. I'm holding it down and sliding the back off. And the cool thing about water slide images is once you get it on, you can kind of move it around a little bit to straighten it up or whatever you're wanting to do. And that looks good to me. So this is where the squeegee comes in. I dip it down in some water and just very gently glide down the image. I'm pulling out water bubbles and any wrinkles in the image. I'm just flattening it out. And this is also kind of pushing it down onto my cup so it won't move. So where it's at right now is where it's going to stay. So that's what I have so far. Now it's time to do the bloody handprint on the back, and the same process. You're just going to hold it down into the water, completely submerge it. I'm holding down the edges so it won't curl up on me. And I'm going to put it directly on the other side here. So I'm just prepping this side real quick. Putting some water on there. You don't want to, if you lay a towel down or really anything, you don't want to lay a fresh water slide down on something because it's going to mess it up. These are very, 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 very delicate. So I am just holding it up here. A trick that I did learn though, the backing that you pulled off that first image, one side of it's going to feel kind of slimy. So you can lay that down slimy side up, or you can just kind of place it on your image again. And now if you need to, you can lay it down. And it's not going to mess it up. So I'm going to check and see if this is ready, which it is. It very easily slides off of the backing. So I want to put that on there kind of crooked because it's a bloody handprint. Pulled off the backing from underneath of it. I'm going to squeegee out any wrinkles, any excess water. And now I have the zombie nurse on one side and the bloody handprint on the other. So I'm going to let all of that water dry and come back and show you how to do the blood splatter. Alright, so now for my favorite part of this process, the blood splatter. It's really easy and really fun. I have a piece of construction paper here, some red, it's called Cardinal Crimson. This is Apple Barrel. This is like 50 cents at Walmart. Don't need a whole lot. And then one of these really cheap brushes. This thing is really, really rough. Not something that you would want to paint with, but it works perfect for blood splatters. So if you want to wear gloves, you can, which I think I probably should. So put a glove on. Get a good bit of paint on your brush. And we're going to flick it with our fingers and make it hit the cup. So now we have some blood splatter. I'm not going to try and do as much on the pictures, but over here on the sides, try and get a lot. Because she said the bloodier the better. So now I'm not going to add any more to my cup. I'm going to come over here and try to get it around the little zombie nurse. And that is what we have. So I think that turned out pretty cool. I'm going to let that paint dry and then go straight to epoxy. You won't have to seal it or anything like that. Just let that paint dry and slap it on your turner and add some epoxy. So guys, that's it. If you all have any questions, please feel free to comment and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks guys. Bye.